Namaste and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to show you how I use Firebase REST API in my project using HTTP request. So let's begin. Okay, first of all, if you're new to if you're new to Firebase and want to learn basic and want to hear better explanation of Firebase REST API, you can check out GD West Firebase tutorial. The link is in the description. You have to copy paste your API key, project ID, web client secret, and web client ID. These two IDs are not much of use if you are just authenticating using email, but you can find it in your authentication tab in your Google sign-in method in web SDK. These are the request links which returns a JSON which you are going to use in your game. You can find much better explanation in GD Quest video. So when you click register, the register uses your email and your type password to send request to the server, and you wait for server to return JSON, and then you use that result to verify if that went successfully. It means okay, and then you also send a verification email to the given ID using this. So user info, get user info gives you the token, the ID, and the email. And once verified, you can log in using this. But here we are checking if the requested ID is registered or not. Here we are sending this body using method post to login URL, which is this one, and getting back a JSON which has registered key and checking if it's true or not. If it's true, that means it is verified, otherwise not. And if it's verified, you can continue to the next scene or to the game. So you can get much better explanation in GD Quest video regarding save document, get document, update document. Basically, as the keyword suggests, this one is used to save, get and update document in your Firestore in your database. So you can also use query using REST API. You just have to structure your query using this, like this. You have to structure your query like this, and you have to convert it into JSON. Then you have to request to your database link. Note that you have to paste your project name here after the project. Note, if you are using equal as an operator, then you have to structure your query using indexes composite create index, and you have to fill up the following according to your needs, and you are good to use query. This is how I load my save file stored in database. You just have to request the get document function in Firebase HTTP and request your save path. Note, this is the random ID created by Firebase in the field. After that, it will return a JSON from server. I have connected this on Firebase loads here on request completed. When the request get completed, it will send a signal to this function. So the body will contain a result, response code, header, and body. You can use that body, which is JSON, and convert it into dictionary using this line. After that, you have to trim down these lines from the JSON so that you can get the required details of your save file. These lines will get created for different collection ID and fields, so you have to trim it. So I use this line of code to trim down to get the required field name, which I have used to save in Firebase. So when I get the same name, I use that to store the detail of it in my global singleton. Note that I have to convert it using int because the return JSON is always be in your string format, because I have converted it into string format. So this is how you can load your data. The result body will give a document key. I am using it like this because the save file that I created in Firebase is because I have created a structure like it is user unique ID, save collection, then all the save files. For example, global details have this array as a field and it has saved different values. I know which value belong to which variable, so that's why I have structured in 0 to 5 without naming it. Note that I am using like this because this is how the Firebase structured and save its file format, its JSON format, and this is why it is so troublesome. Using plugin is quite easy than this.
Note, if you are starting your game for the first time, then you have to create your document using the initial values.
You can check if the database has any file or not. It will return an error. That means the user has initiated it for the first time. So you can then save document using the default values like this. This is how I save my files in Firebase. This is how I structured my Firebase query using array value, string value. I usually save in string value because the return JSON is also in string format. I have to convert it into specific variable like in GDScript, and this is how you can save in your Firebase. You can use sub collection for different save file, but if you are using one dictionary format, then you can save directly in collection ID using field. Note this will create something like this. This will create an array field with value 0 and true in a string. You can also show your error messages when you are using HTTP requests like this. Basically, it's checking if the result body has error key, then it will show you that error message. So this is my original game. This is how I have structured my code. I know it's a bit messy, yes, but this is what it is. These are the initials value I use check, and these are the initial value I used to check, and how I have to structured my Firebase and how I have to structure the request. So using REST API is quite complex and gives you headache. That's why it's totally not good to use if you are making it only for your mobile phone, and it's not for a beginner. Thank you so much. Like, share and subscribe, and please support me.